Hello. We're back again. All right, today's topic is what's keeping your ideal client up at night. Okay. Um, I want to preface this by saying that I did 2 hot seat coaching lives inside of the Facebook group, Fully Booked Solopreneur and Freelancer. So if you want more real life examples of what we're about to talk about today, go into the Facebook group, click on media, and watch the 2 videos that are called Hot Seat Coaching. You'll see this in action, okay? But I'm going to give you guys a lot of examples today, but we're talking about really speaking to that ideal, dreamy target client. And one of the things that I want you guys to do, and most of the time when we're talking to our client, we're looking at it from a place of like XYZ pain point. You're at this place in your business. You've been in business for this many years. You've got this amount of revenue, et cetera, et cetera. Like we can all relate to that. But I want you to really start to draw up content and to talk to your client as if you were talking to them in a regular conversation and they were telling you what's keeping them up at night. Okay. What is keeping your clients up at night? What is that struggle? Because that thing that's keeping them up at night is what they are willing to pay for. All right. Because that is, if it's keeping them up at night, it's a huge pain point for them. So I want to, or maybe not even keeping them up at night, but like it's something that's always on their mind. So let me give you a couple examples. A client of mine is podcast launch strategist. All right. So we're talking about like, okay, you have a podcast, you've got an idea, you want to get it launched, blah, 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 6 weeks, I can help you get it done. Here's what you need to do. Here's the things you need to think about. Okay. That's just your general pain points, right? Getting a podcast launch, you're struggling with all the tech, not sure which to pick, not sure which way to go. Speaking to that ideal client is you're a coach or consultant, and you have had a podcast on your vision board and in your mind and on your to-do list for at least a year now. It's been on your list. It's something you think about all the time. You really want to get it done, but for whatever reason, something keeps stopping you, whether it's the tech, whether it's the time, whether it's that you're too busy, you don't know what content to create. How will you stay consistent with it? What are all the pieces that you need? All of these things keep you from actually launching the podcast. Well, I have a simple 4-part framework that will walk you through this and we'll get it done in 6 weeks. And you'll finally get that podcast off your vision board, right? Do you hear the difference in there's obviously I went into storytelling mode, but what I'm saying is like, I was that person, right? I was the person that had a podcast on my list since 2019. Okay, but same thing, tech. What am I going to talk about? How many guests am I going to edit it? All these things, like all those things were keeping me up. Like, oh my gosh, nope. And then it would fall to the list. Let me give you another example. Like even using my ideal client, I could talk about, you're in a stage of growth. You're looking for a strategic plan. You need a business plan, but you don't know how to execute on one. Like that's all big terms. Like that all makes sense to me. Or I can say, you've been in business for at least a year. You've been doing it all yourself. You've taken the courses. You've watched the videos. You've gotten yourself as far as you can go. You've done well. You're succeeding, but you're feeling like you're in this place of stuck because you can't get yourself any further. You're in a place where you've got all these millions of ideas. You've got this idea and you've got every day new ideas are coming to you, but you aren't sure how to execute on them. You're not sure which direction you should be going. You're not sure which one makes the most sense or how to increase your revenue. You're feeling like you're not talking to the right clients, but you don't know how to really talk to them and attract them. You want to reposition your offers. You don't feel like your offers are speaking to the right person. You're not really loving the offers and the services that you provide, but you're doing it because you feel like you should, but you're ready to get that help. You cannot do this anymore by yourself. You've gotten yourself as far as you can go alone, and you're ready, and you need a coach by your side. You're ready for that. Okay. Same thing. Like, can you relate to the fact of you can relate to those key points? Like you're there, you've done it, you've taken action, you're succeeding, but there's more in store and you're just not sure how to get there. I want you to think about those things. Like think about what do they value? What are they thinking about? Why is this such a problem for them? Like, what is it? Like, I know it says people say like figure out your pain points, share their struggles, but like do it in a way that speaks 100% to that client. You know, you're only speaking to that one person. Pick your favorite client right now. Like literally go through your favorite, you know, pick your favorite client and write content as if you're speaking to them. Like, hey, Michelle, I get it. I get it. Like, okay, you've got all these ideas. Bring them. Let's lay them out. Let's figure it out. Let's look at all your ideas. Like, or hey, Michelle, why? Okay, I got it. The podcast has been on your list since 2019. I know you're overwhelmed with all the tech. I get it. You got all these choices. You're not sure which one to choose from. Do you need to edit your episodes? Blah, 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 blah. Speak to them as if they are already a client, right? Like share it and speak more in story mode and conversational mode. Share with, like, talk to them as if they are already a client, as if you were on Zoom with them, giving them the advice, giving them the things to do. That's how you want to talk to your client. That's what's going to resonate with them, because they can read that, they can hear it, whether you need to do it in video, whether you do it in voice, whether you do it in your content and writing, images, whatever. But make sure you're speaking to them in a way that says like, I get it. I know this is keeping you up at night. I know this is something that's always on your mind. I know you're feeling stuck with this, right? Like, I get it. Share with them and really relate to that level. Like, hey, I know this is where you're at, right? So that I think will help. Hopefully this exercise helps. Like I said, if you need more examples, click into the Facebook group. I do a lot of hot seat coaching on this one. So get in there and watch it. But if you need help, like even if you just want to like not like go back and forth, we can like mimic it on a Zoom call. Let's do that. Let's talk about it. I want you to talk to me. We'll record it and then you can transcribe it and create your own content from there, right? But like, let's talk about it, because sometimes it's easier when you're just talking with somebody else about it. You can easily make that conversation. So if you need that person, I can be that person. Let's make it happen. All right. I'll talk to you soon.